Greetings and welcome to MentorMe Memorable Moments. I am your host, Tracy Everette Duncan, and I'm here with co-host.
Yay, William Craig III.
And
Dion Shawbush,
all
Coach
right. This is our physical health segment. We could not wait to get here because we are going to talk to you about stress.
Did she say
and
stress?
12 ways of beating
Sounds
stress.
like a bad word, doesn't it?
And I gotta tell you, probably all you guys in 150 nations around the world and all 50 states probably know nothing about stress, but we're going to share our stress stories with you today.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
America's
like to hear
filled
them.
with stress. Okay, so you're probably watching us via Listen Vision Live at WLVS Radio or via our website, which is MentorMe411.com.
Yes.
And so, again, welcome. We've got a lot to talk about with stress. Some of us have had some stressful weeks.
All of us have had
All of us.
stressful
There you
weeks.
go.
Oh, yeah, and we thought we were handling it well, but, you know, I was shooting Dion some articles. I'm sitting there reading about the heart and stress and the silent killer. And I said, Dion, did you know about this? We need to
Yes.
talk about this.
Right.
So we're going to cover a lot of things tonight that have to
Absolutely.
do with stress. And
Stress.
I cannot wait.
Right.
And so, you know what, Dion? This is physical health. You take it.
Take it away.
So awesome. Hey, guys. All right. We said the topic today, stress. Why did I repeat it 3 times? We got to get this going. You got to
Yeah.
think about it. Stress. It is harmful to you if we allow it. 12 ways of beating. And I said not to beat because beating, I put the ing because it's something that we're going to go through on a daily basis multiple times in
Gotcha.
our lives.
It comes
so it's
up
not
over
it,
and
it, it
over.
comes
Yeah.
up over and over.
Gotcha.
So beating that gerund is constantly in the process there of the ing.
you go,
Okay,
girl.
Right,
we're gonna
okay.
beat it,
Got
right?
a
Educated
little
in the
lesson
house.
here.
I learned that from folks, right? I grab and All right, so next slide, please. You know I always have my disclaimer. Maybe one day I'll change it, but I'm not. My purpose is to build a solid foundation for the future physical segments to come, to bring awareness, give knowledge to get you thinking. These points are subjective or objective. You choose. I'm on assignment.
All right.
My job, I'm admonishing you to take charge of your health, your heart, your life. I am Coach D. All right. So what I like to do is I want to recap. So from the shows of January, February, March, April, let's recap because I want to see that it's building upon each other. So we know that we are spirit, we are soul, we have a body.
Yes.
So we've been dealing with the inside. I believe in working with the inside and bringing what's on the inside out. So I'll show. So January was about healthy heart, healthy person, spirit, soul, and body. We learned your spirit is your intuition. Right. We learn that your soul is your mind, your will, your emotions.
Yes.
And then we learn that your body. This is where all your 5 senses are, your body weight, your endurance. So we'll talk about the body in the next programs that we have
Okay.
coming forward. So right now we're talking about the spirit and the soul, right? All right, so move on, next page. And also we talked about, in that segment, remember the physical health? And then we talked physically fit and spiritually fit.
Right, I remember.
All right? Physically fit and spiritually fit. And I gave you guys a little side-by-side chart. Flip the next one, please. I gave you guys a side-by-side chart. And this is mine. You can make your own chart if you want. But one is the exercise regimen, and then versus the prayer life. Then you got the preparation. Put on your war clothes. I have cute outfits. I don't have gym stuff. I have outfits, right? And then you got to get to the preparation. The spiritual part is, so put on your war clothes, the whole armor of God. Then we talk about, okay, on the physical side, you stretch, you warm up, 5 to 10 minutes. Well, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And then on the spiritually fit side, your confessions, your praise, your worship. And then you get down here, so keep it up. Exercise routine, you have your classes, you're running, you're jogging.
Right.
You can even do household chores.
Yes.
You can
Right.
make it, right?
Yes.
I like
and then
that.
I say about the spiritually fit part is reading your word.
Right.
Ouch. Studying, meditating, warfare, dancing, singing. Do what you do, but this is my chart, so you can make your own, all right? Then in the physically fit side, you cool down. On the spiritually fit side, prayer of thanksgiving. Because you're thanking God for all of, you're reading the word and you're thinking, Lord, what you're going to do for me. And then in the physically fit side, you have your coach, accountability partner. And then on the spiritually fit side, you have your prayer partner and your Bible study.
Okay.
All right. Remember, guys, this is a review. So if you've been following us, you'll be like, okay, I got it. I remember this, and taking your notes. All right. So now we're going to we summarize the January program with, just like an athlete vigorously trains to become fit and prepared, we spiritually become fit or mature when we take in accurate knowledge and exercise our thinking ability to distinguish right from wrong according to God's standpoint. Okay. So we asked you the question. Remember that question? So what about you? What will you start doing today? How will you measure your growth?
Right.
The contents of your mind. Philippians 4, 8 and 9, right? Remember that? And then the thing is, set your goal. Next one, please. Set yourself a goal and ask God how to help you grow. Now, this is something we've been talking about in our church and Bible study, even during the Sunday services, that it's all about you. You have to set your goal. You have to talk to God. Right. You have to grow in Him. Get your personal relationship.
You know, it's so funny. I was doing a class on Friday, and one of the things.
What class is this?
Well, this was an executive advance, and we're talking to leaders of a large organization. And one of the things I said to them was, there's got to be personal accountability. Yes. But here we go. The first person you got to check in with is you.
There it is. You. Right? Because you know you better.
Exactly.
We're getting to learn you, but you know you.
Exactly.
All right. So February, we talked about it was Healthy Heart Month, right? Heart disease and stroke. Next slide for me. Heart disease and stroke cause 1 in 3 deaths among women each year, more than all the cancers combined. Wow.
And this is something that, again, when I'm teaching, I talk to the women because they are the ones typically that are the nurturers. They're the ones that are responsible for the kids at home, the underage kids and the overage kids, the ones they're married to. Right? Okay, I'll give you a plug there.
See, he said it, thank you, but I'm agreeing.
Yeah. And then here we go. And then you go to work. Absolutely. And you're taking care of the folks at work. Absolutely. And then when you're in the grocery store, you're taking care of the little folks that you see in the grocery store. Yes. And then the parents, you're taking care of them. Right. And so when is there ever time for you?
We're going to talk about that because we need some me time. You need your me time, right? All right, so we can change that because 80% of cardiac and stroke events may be prevented with education and action.
80%.
That's a big number.
80%.
That's large.
That's huge.
Yes.
So it's things that we can be doing to prevent heart disease and stroke. Wow. All right, so let's talk about some of those changeable and some of the controllable, uncontrollable risk factors. Next slide for us, please. So it's all about your heart. I'm always talking about heart because this February we talked about the healthy heart basics. It's your heart, and you notice it says, how are you treating it? All right, so it's all about your heart. Uncontrollable risk factors, all right? Your age, your body type, your family history, your race, your sex. Those are, you can't change those. Right? That's who you are. That's your makeup. You can't change it. But here's some controllable ones. If you smoke, stop. Your diet. What are you eating? I've had a lot of people call me up, Coach D, how come I'm not losing weight? There's no direct answer for that. So I said, tell me about your day. Again, all right? What about your activity level? Right. Oh, I exercise. Okay, but how long are you sitting? Oh, I sit. How long at work? 8-9 hours. Okay. What's your commute at home? Oh, 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Then what do you do when you get home? Oh, I sit because I'm so tired. Oh, but you did 30 minutes of working out. But okay. But how about, what are you drinking? What are your drinking habits? And I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm talking about sodas. I'm talking about you drinking water. And then look, what's number 6?
Fruit juices.
Number 6?
Stress.
Right. You can control your stress. And that's today's topic.
That's great.
Stress. But you're going to see that stress is related to everything. Stress could even cause some of these.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So, I got to read you. I have to read you at the bottom. Stress, self-esteem issues. This is on this slide. So stress, self-esteem issues, fear are some of the ways we get off focus. Do not allow the things of life to dictate how you will live your life. Take back your life, live it to the fullest. You can do it. Now, I'm going to write a book. I'm sorry. Did I tell you I'm in the process of writing book number 2?
Yay.
And it's all going to be about Dion's thoughts. You're going to be all in my head. I'm going to be sharing all of who I am. So people
Okay.
saying, who is she? You will find out really soon. All right, so then we talk about nutrition. So you can look at tips about nutrition. We always talk about the My Plate. That's where I like to send folks. Next slide, please. That's where I like to send folks. Go to My Plate. That's a great starting tool. I'm not a nutritionist, but I can always point you in the right direction. And what I can do is I always just say, let me just look at your refrigerator. Let me just look and I can see some things that you're eating. Yeah, let's do a grocery store tour so I can show you how to read labels. Oh, did you know they're changing the labels?
Yes, they
finally.
are.
It's in 2 years. I'm just like, why not now? But I love this new label.
Appropriations.
Oh, it's easier to read. Oh, we're all going to be smart consumers, saving money, blah, blah, blah. Move on, please, to exercise. Exercise. You notice I say things 3 times? You see that nutrition. The next is exercise.
Okay.
Because I wanted you to get that point. I wanted to just get in you, right? All right, so the next one, exercise. This is who I am. This is all what I'm about. Exercise, right?
Right.
So exercise. You should be getting enough exercise. Because look what exercise does for you. Your heart gets stronger. Helping it to pump blood, because we need the blood. We need the oxygen.
Yes, we
rich
do.
blood in our
Yes,
bodies,
we
right?
do.
And if we don't have that, so exercise can also lower your blood pressure, reduce your risk of heart disease, and reduce the levels of your LDL. That's your bad cholesterol. But exercise, those endorphins, it just increases those.
Right.
And I don't know, please hit me up, guys. When you exercise, tell me, do you just feel just like you can just conquer the world, that you can just do everything?
Do I hear the Rocky theme right now?
Exercise, all right? So the next one is...
Well, let me ask you a question, because some people say my day is so full of activities, I don't have time to exercise, but I do go to the metro. So I walk to the metro.
Very good.
From the metro, I walk to my job. From the job, I can take the stairs up to the cafeteria, and then I can reverse all those actions.
But
is that
good.
exercising?
This is you being physically active. And I say is when you are walking from your car to the metro, walk with purpose. Don't just, I'm walking there. No, put a little speed to it. You know?
All right.
It's all about heart elevation, elevating your heart. That's what it's all about, right? So if I'm just walking, I walk for 30 minutes, but that's some benefit because I was just walking. That's some, but I'm saying get the arms moving.
Yes.
The arms in it. If you ever go to a gym and you have a personal trainer, the one thing they say is get those arms going because you want to elevate your heart. You want to get that heart up and bring it back down. So if you're walking, that's perfect. But I say put the arms in it and walk with a purpose, some intensity to it.
Okay.
So here's a question. On your slide, it says that exercise helps make the heart stronger. So are you saying conversely that by not exercising, the heart grows weaker?
It can. If you are not being physically active, you're sitting. Did you know sitting is the new smoking?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what does smoking do for you? I don't mind. I don't care if you exercise, but if you're smoking, you're drinking, you're not getting enough sleep, you're not exercising, yeah, it can be.
But the heart is a muscle then, right?
It's a muscle.
And so
And
just
you
like
work
other muscles,
Absolutely.
if you
You
don't work
said
them,
it.
Yeah.
they atrophy.
I'm sorry. You need to bring this bell closer to me.
You go for it.
Absolutely. Yes. Very good.
That's
That is it.
amazing.
It's amazing. It's a muscle.
I hadn't
And
thought
it
of
has
it
to
that
be
way.
worked.
Yeah.
You know what? That's interesting because neither did I. But when you start reading more and really exercising, you go back and you get those numbers from your doctor and he's like, you're doing very well. And you're looking like, ooh, exercising and eating right and
Right.
drinking water and getting sleep. I'm going to keep this up. This is my lifestyle. Now, for your question, Tracy, you said, well, I don't have time to exercise. Not you, but for someone who says, I don't have time to exercise, but walking, that's perfect. Up the escalator, that's perfect. We all have time.
Okay.
Well,
There's
We
no
make
excuse.
time to do what we want
That's
to do.
true.
That's what I'm saying.
That is
Is that
true.
true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Look,
We all
I
make
always say
time.
it this way. If you went to the doctor tomorrow and he told you you'd be dead in 6 months unless you did A, B, and C,
What's going to happen?
you
You're
would
gonna do
find a way to do A, B, and
Absolutely.
C.
So I
Period.
say break it up. If you don't have at least 30 minutes a day, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes before you go to bed. And that's a start.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you want to increase it.
So,
Right.
So we all have time. We can be sitting at our desk and we can do chair exercise. But
That's
hit me
true.
up on that, and
That's
I'll
right.
tell you all about
Yeah,
that.
you helped us
All right,
with
so
that.
Okay, all right now.
so I
All
want
right.
to just get rid of all those excuses of why you can't exercise, why you can't eat right, why can't I can't. We can't. Take can't out your vocabulary. Just say, I had a hard time, but then get back up. And keep it moving.
Okay.
All right. So February, we finished it out with "It's Your Heart. How are you treating it?" And I always I try to give a summation of the program. Now that I put you in capital letters. What are you going to do? Sounds simple, doesn't it? But cardiovascular disease is #1 cause of death in the United States, especially women. Sisters, hear me, and I mean that in all races.
Ethnicities.
Yes, ethnicity. I mean us women, sisterhood, right?
Yes. Right.
So especially women, stroke is number 5 now. No, I'm sorry. Yes, it is. Stroke is number 5 now. So we'll move that cause of death in the United States. So it's moved down. That's exciting. I'm clapping my hand. So I admonish you to start taking charge of your heart, your health, your life by incorporating what you have just learned. All right. And then you can start reducing all of those modifiable risk factors like heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. All right. So now we're on to March. March was all about me.
Yes, it
Is
was.
Coach D. It was all about me. So who am I? Can I put that in a nutshell? Who am I? Type A. Yeah, I have a type A personality.
No.
I have a type A personality, and I would say that I am. I love the Lord. I'm a Jesus lover. I love Him. I love the Lord. I'm not afraid to tell anybody,
Right.
who I love, who I serve, who I am, and it's because of Him that I am who I am today. But before I was who I was, that I figured out, who I was, and just was just. Stop trying to please people. I was a people pleaser. I was always stressed out because I felt that I was not who people thought I was, and I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do. So that's why they wasn't accepting me. So no more. Be you. And I'm me. I'm always happy. People used to knock me down because, why are you so happy? Calm me down. Why? I'm me. And I had to learn that. And I'm still learning that because I do have some moments where I'm just like, maybe I'm just not. And I have to go like,
Right.
wake yourself up. You are who God says you are. So staying in the Word of God will help you.
Yes.
will.
I'm
It
helping
will.
somebody out
It
there.
really
Somebody,
will.
am I helping you? I hope I am.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, be you. Just be the best you because no one else can be you.
For those that she's helping, that you hear her,
Yes.
why don't you go to MentorMe411.com and click on her profile and send her a little message to let
Yes,
you know,
and let me know.
I heard you.
Yes.
And isn't it interesting? No matter how you show up,
Yes.
people are gonna like you or not like
Absolutely.
you.
Really.
Absolutely.
So
And I
why not
learned
be
when you
authentic?
try to please everybody, you're not going to please anybody.
Right.
Because everybody's, like you said, everyone's not going to like you. So get over it. It's okay.
Yeah.
They just weren't meant to be in your life. Maybe
Right.
you're just meant to be in their life for a season,
Right.
to give them a word or something, then move on because everybody's not your friend. I
Right.
wanted everybody to like me. I wanted to be perfect. That was me. I wanted to be perfect.
Gotcha.
So I'm not perfect. And I'm okay. I've accepted that. But I am perfect in who God has created me
Yes,
to
you are
be.
perfectly you.
Yes. I am perfectly me.
Tweet that. You are perfectly
Yes,
you.
I am perfectly
Yes,
me.
absolutely.
Make that declaration
Make that
to the
declaration.
world. I am
perfectly me. I like that. Oh, I
you.
tell you. All right, so we're going to move on. So April was National Stress Awareness Month, and we're going to get more into it, but chronic stress puts your health at risk. Chronic stress.
Now, when we say
And
chronic, what do we mean?
Chronic. We're meaning
Yes,
that this
that's
is
right.
something. This is something that day to day. You just popping pills. You're not getting sleep. You have anxiety. All of that is a part of the symptoms of stress.
Chronic stress.
Chronic
Yes.
stress.
Day to day.
Now, regular stress can turn to chronic stress if
True.
you're not handling it.
Right.
I don't even want to say handling it. I'm just saying just getting over it and just seeing the positivity. We'll
you
get to that.
recognize it and take action.
That's it. Thank you. I'm wordy. Thank you for
It's
putting
all
that
right.
down in a little nutshell because I just. All right. So we talk about recognize when you don't have control and let it go. Right? Don't get anxious about situations that you cannot change.
Yes.
And that happens over a period of time. That's why I said this is how beating, because it's going to be something we're going to do on a daily basis. Develop a vision of healthy living, wellness, personal growth, and set realistic my pastor said that to us. Set realistic goals. Don't set
That's
these
a good
ones
one.
that you know
Right.
that you're setting yourself up for failure.
Failure, right.
Set realistic goals to help you realize your vision. And when you have a vision and you're determined to accomplish the goals of the vision, nothing can stop you. Even if you fall down, nothing can stop you. Get up, keep going. Take time to unwind.
Now, I do want everyone out there to understand we do sympathize, empathize.
Yes.
I mean, we recognize that stress isn't so easy to get
It's
over.
not.
And so we're popping some things out to you.
Yes.
We feel your pain.
Yes.
We really
Yes,
do.
we do.
go through
Life
this
happens
too.
to us all.
Yes,
Life-
it
oh my
does.
gosh. What?
Yes. So reach out again to Coach D or any
reach
one of
out.
us
Yes.
if you have some questions or concerns about some of the
Absolutely.
things that she's mentioned.
Absolutely. All right, so now we're going to go on to finish the recapping of the 5 ugly habits
There was
that are
one
hurting your
last thing
heart.
on your previous slide that I really think is important.
Oh, sometimes it's unavoidable and at times it's unbearable. Or
in
the
caps.
take time to unwind.
That one.
We
Take
have
time
to.
to unwind.
We
Yeah.
have to. I'm telling you, we have to take time. Have some me time. We take, like you said, I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. We're always taking care of people.
Somebody.
Because we got to take care of you. We're always the caregivers. And then I had an issue with that of taking care of me because I felt guilty if I did anything for me. I'm like, no, I can't. I got to go and take care of everybody else. And then here I am, on the outside of us. I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I get home. I'm just like, oh my gosh, at home.
Right.
But it's like, no, what you see today is who I am, whether at home, out in the street, because this woman, I teach in some government buildings, and I'm there, and I usually teach in the DC building. I mean, this time I was in the Virginia office, and I walked into the ladies' room, and I'm all my cheerful me, and I was like, "Hello, ladies," and I was like, and she was there rubbing her eye or something. I said, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Oh, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good." And then she looks at me and she goes, "I like your hair." I had it up in my little ponytail. And I was like, "Oh, I don't usually wear my hair like this." She goes, "I know. You normally have it in a 2-strand twist." And I was like, "How do you know?" She said, "Oh, I see you all the time." I said, "Have you taken one of my classes?" I don't go there. "Have you taken one of my classes?" I'm all excited because I normally remember my students, but I didn't remember her. And she goes, No. She said, "I'm around. I'm usually in the DC office." I said, "Okay." And then she goes, "I'm watching you."
Ooh.
And she says, "And I'm not watching your hair. I'm watching your spirit." And she said, "And keep up the good work." So you never know
That's right.
who is watching you. And that just really, I was like, Lord, I thank you that I am consistent. Even when I'm not having such a good day,
Right.
it's not that person's fault. It's not my
Right.
class's
Right,
fault. It's
right.
it's a time where I had to just leave it outside the door, walk inside, and just, "Hello, everyone. Let's get the class going."
Right.
And then when I can, if I had to deal with it after the class, but during those people don't need to know.
That's
Right.
right.
It's not their
Exactly.
issue. It's something I have to deal with. But I was just praising God that I was consistent, and
Yes.
you never know who's
You never
watching
know.
We're a good
Yes.
witness.
you. Well,
Yes.
good witness. That's it. Because I may be the only Bible she's ever read, and
That's
here I
right.
am.
Hello.
And for
That's
her to
right.
say, she said, "I'm watching your spirit." So be true, everyone. Be true.
Yes.
If you're having a messed up day, just, hey guys, I'm still go through it. I mean, go through your day. I am not, but it's not your issue. Let's move it. Keep it
Okay.
moving. All right. So thank you for pointing that out. Time to unwind. And I do a lot of unwinding. Some days I don't. This whole week you were talking that you were not feeling well. I was stressed, and more stressed. But look, I'm here today and I'm still smiling.
Okay,
Woo!
all right.
All right, so next slide, please. We talked about the 5 ugly habits that are hurting your heart.
Yes.
That was
Wow.
last month.
Yes.
We talked about too much or too little sleep. You
Yes.
don't floss regularly. Impulsive bouts of anger. Lord help me. That was number 3. That was me when I'm driving. Woo! Deliverance. Always seeing your glasses half empty. Putting off going to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like me, are you guilty of any of these?
Yes.
And the scripture I gave you guys, I always have to give you a scripture.
Yes,
3 John 1 and 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health. Everybody likes to put good there, but be in health even as thy soul prospereth.
Right.
Then we concluded. Next slide, please.
I just want to point out one
yes,
thing.
yes.
Because
I
I
love
learned this, and you brought it up in that slide, about flossing.
Yes.
And people might say, well, what has that got to do with it?
Direct correlation with heart disease.
Teach it.
We're thinking, because gum disease, the
Yes.
inflammation. We're thinking, oh my gosh, look at this. I got this cyst up here on top of my gum. You get to the doctor, they can say, oh, it's cancerous. What do you mean? Have you flossed? Have you brushed your teeth? Have you seen your doctor? The dentist.
Right.
And when I put up there, the fifth one was visiting your doctor, not just your physician,
medical doctor,
your eye doctor, your
Right.
dentist.
Yes.
And I'm guilty. I'm just like, I'm healthy. I don't need to. No, it's preventive maintenance,
Yes.
right? We want to
Yes.
prevent those things from happening.
Yep.
So don't
You
go
know,
just when you're sick.
And I'm glad you pointed that out because those were some of the articles that I sent to Coach D. But my sister this month had an abscess.
Yep.
And she was waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, it was just too painful. She went to see her dentist and he said, had you not been here 1 or 2 days later, you would be in a different situation.
Wow.
Oh,
Isn't that
my gosh.
something?
Yes.
Again,
I'm
it's
telling you
an
guys,
abscess.
don't take these programs lightly. I'm bringing this information to you to bring awareness, guys. You
Right.
got to go. I'm not to bring fear, but
No.
for some of you, if it needs to strike some fear in you
Yes.
to go and get moving, hey, so be it. So
could
Right.
save your life.
It could
It could
save
save
your
your
life.
life.
Yes.
Amen. All right, so move on to the next slide. Now that you know, what are you going to do? I'm always
Okay.
asking that question because it's up
Consistent.
to you. All right, so I admonish you to start, and you know this, taking charge of your health, your heart, your life by following these steps. Getting the proper amount of sleep. Sleep is important. Daily flossing.
Yes.
Controlling anger.
Okay.
Seeing your glass as half full. Visiting your doctor.
Yes.
Your heart depends on it.
Yes.
All right. So now we into this month's segment, and it's called Stress, Stress, Stress. 12 ways of beating stress. All right. So we know stress is a fact of life, right?
Yes.
Sometimes referred to as the pressure or tension one feels when faced with life. Life, hey, we're in life, we're going to have stresses. It can be an automatic reaction to a demand or danger. Good stress, also called, pronounce that for me. You can pronounce it the way you want, but it's caused by the release of chemicals such as adrenaline or endorphin. I was talking about the endorphins, right? Which are produced in your body and act as the natural antidepressants and pain relievers.
I like that.
Because it just feels like you're on a high.
Yes,
right?
it
You're
does.
up. And then once the activity is done, whew, you come down and you're just like, oh my gosh, what did I just go through? And you're feeling nervous, but it's all good. Too much stress can cause problems, muscle tension, sleep disorders, headaches. And you notice I put stroke, ulcers, high blood pressure, which is the silent killer, and
Yes.
heart disease. Those are the two I'm going to focus on, stroke and heart disease.
Okay.
Because those are the things we learned that are number 1 and number 4. All right, so stress and stroke and heart disease. When we're talking about the flossing, and there's a direct correlation to heart disease. So do you need another reason to take life in stride? You need to heed this advice. People tell you don't sweat the small stuff. It's true. You're like, wait,
Right.
don't sweat the small stuff. New research shows that people who are quick-tempered, impatient,
Okay.
aggressive. My son told me, Mom, you are aggressive. I'm like, what do you mean I'm aggressive? Did you just hear the way you said that to the woman? I said, all I said was, excuse me, do you mind getting us? He said, but the way you said it. I said, I was just direct.
Exactly.
Why is that aggressive? My face wasn't crinkled. I wasn't like, can you? I just said, excuse me, could you get us such and such and such? He said, see that look? I said, could you get us? I said, I was just being direct, honey. But yeah, he said I was aggressive, but I'm not claiming that. And naturally hostile, be more likely to have a stroke compared to the ones who are laid
Yeah.
back. I always compare that to my husband. He's a laid back. He's like, he calls me sugar mama. Sugar mama, just have a seat. And I'm like, no, we gotta, and oh gosh, okay, we gotta get this done. Honey, look at the time. We got to get moving. He's like, it's okay, we got this. He keeps me calm. He is my calm in my storm, I tell you. And that's why, we're paired together. Because if we were both the same way, we would just be, But no, he's my calm and he keeps me, focused because
I'm
I'm
wondering what
strictly
my
type
wife
A.
is thinking about it.
Oh, in the house. Are you the type A? Is she the laid back?
I certainly can be. I certainly
Oh,
can
you
be.
can be? Yeah.
Yes.
I try to control it, but it's my makeup. It's who I am. I mean, it's just, yeah. But it's not bad. So look at this. Having these type A personality traits was associated with a twofold increase in stroke. All right, so let me move on to the next page there.
Yeah, we'll ponder that.
We'll ponder that. All right, so, and we talked about the chronic stress. She was like, oh, what about this chronic stress? Next slide. Living with chronic stress increased stroke risk about almost fourfold. Stress is a well-recognized risk factor for heart attack, but the study is among the first to suggest that it's a direct impact on stroke. Yes, stroke. Here's some stroke risk factors in chronically stressed people who are chronically stressed. You are experiencing a major life change, right? Over the previous 8 months, resulting in chronic stress was a strong risk factor for stroke.
Okay.
And I'm just thinking about, when you have death in your family.
Right.
Right? Okay, having a type A personality. I laugh with this one because I'm like, I hear this. Yeah, I do. I'm a type A personality. But I like to think that some days I do. Some days I'm really just like, man, I can feel the tension, in my back and everything else. But I get things done. I am type A, and sometimes I don't know when to stop. Like I'm in a project, and I'm just like, can't stop now. I'm in it, can't stop. I'll be there in a minute. I got to keep doing it because I just feel if I stay there and I keep doing it, I'm going to get it done. But then I go to sleep. It's really late, and then I get up in the morning, and I'm just like, I'm exhausted, but I'm the one that, I don't know, I must be running on fumes or something because I get up just as happy as when I went to bed, and I'm still out the whole day, and I'm a mover and a shaker, and I'm out all day. I'm not in a desk job anymore, and I like
and
that.
Here is the problem with that.
The
problem with that is that you see now, but you don't see what that does over time.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. So I was saying, I was like, this is okay. This is what I do. But as we go down here, you're going to see some more transparency coming out of me. But having a type A personality, guys, this is not just helping you, but it's helping me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, this is helping me too. I bring these lessons to you. I call them lessons. I bring life lessons. I bring them to you because it's what I've experienced or have experienced. So I want you to see these things. So I'm not bringing anything to you that I have not experienced myself.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like when God delivered me, I know he can do the same for you because he is no respecter of persons. So just know this is helping you just as well as it's helping me. All right. So having a type A personality, being a current or past smoker. So smoking, because you have the COPD, you can get all kinds of things. You can get the lung cancer and everything else. And drinking 2 or more energy drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hear those reports that's talking about people drinking these things? We were in the line at one of the local grocery stores, and this woman, I don't know, she must have been really tired, cashier, must have been really tired because she had her little 5-hour shot, and she was popping it. And as we were in the line, these lines were long, she popped it a few times.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, Lord, do I say something to her? Not that, you're popping those drinks, they're not unhealthy. I mean, they're unhealthy for you, but something. Is there something I can say to her? Right. Maybe I can, give her a word of encouragement. But I only move by when the Holy Spirit moves me to say something. Right. So I didn't want to say anything out of turn. But I was just like, how are you? It's this little thing. How you doing? And she's like, I'm good. And I was like, okay. So I left it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I recently heard a report about the number of cases where the heart is racing so fast because of all of the caffeine and sugar intake from these drinks. And now they're even, in some places, they're outlawing them for kids under a certain age.
Yes, the young folks were drinking anything. I mean, I'm talking about the big bottles, not the 5-hour shots, but I used to drink those Monster because I heard it's on the news and everything. Not on the news, but, the commercials and then folks in the fitness industry, grabbing. And I was like, me too. Remember, I was a pleaser, right? Me too. So I'm grabbing them things, drinking.
And you got to support that lifestyle so that you can get all this stuff down.
Yes.
So I was drinking them, but let me tell you what I felt like. It felt like a rush. I felt like a high, and it was like a nervous but I was like, everybody's drinking, so I gotta drink it too. I stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
Me
so
too.
I was in Monster. I was like,
you were drinking
Once
that?
I learned,
yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. keep it moving. But
Yes,
now
indeed.
I'm high off the Holy Ghost.
Okay, all right.
All right. So having a heart rhythm disorder, I know, guys, I'm telling you, I get happy. All right, let me just keep
Okay.
going. Slide, please. So, okay, we can flip on to the next one. Stress also becomes harmful when people use alcohol, tobacco, or drugs to try to relieve their stress. Let me tell you, people. Now, I've not always been saved, not always been a goody two-shoe, but let me tell you, drinking the alcohol to try to suppress those feelings that you're having doesn't work because you come down,
Right.
And then you still got the problems to face.
Right.
And then that means if you don't face it, you drink some more. And it's, my grandfather died of a liver hemorrhage because of drinking. Is that what it's called?
Ulcerated liver.
That's what it's called?
Not
Cirrhosis.
cirrhosis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got
Medical personnel.
The
in
medical
house.
person. Thank you so much. So I don't know everything, guys. So thank you. But he died because of the drinking, and and drinking is just not a good avenue. Again, if you don't have anyone to talk to, guys, contact me.
Well, alcohol is a depressant.
It is.
Okay, and so you
But
can
it's a
drink
temporary.
it. But it's not going to make you feel happy.
Not
it's
at all.
going to make you feel out of your ordinary.
and think about the toxins
style,
in your
but it's a
body from it.
depressant, right?
Yes,
And so then
yes.
you're going to need something to pep you up a little
Yes,
bit more. So you're in this cycle.
Yes.
And while red wine does have certain benefits, medically proven that they
Right.
have some
Right.
certain benefits, at the end of the day, if you eat right, exercise, and do all the
Yes.
things that Coach D is telling you, then you won't need
Right.
that
Absolutely.
extra
Exactly.
shot.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you guys, I learned this from, just the experiences. I'm telling you, alcohol is just not it. So consider the following. 43% of all adults suffer adverse health effects from stress. That's a large number too.
That is.
That's
Right.
almost half, right?
Right.
That is.
75% to 90% of all doctor's office visits are for stress-related ailments and complaints.
And the key to that is people don't know.
People don't
that
know,
it's
but they're
attributed to
going-
stress.
but
Right.
but let me tell you
exactly.
something.
That's right.
I had this job, high-paying, six-figure. Whoa!
Get excited just think
Oh, I
about it.
tell you, for a number of years. But I was stressed. I started having women problems. Women we know, right? Women we
Right.
know. I was stressed, but I was thinking about that six-figure. I was thinking about that money coming in my pocket on the 15th and the 30th of the month, and I was like, I'll get over this. But I kept going to see this GI doctor. I kept going to see him, and it was funny because the second time I went to see him, and he looked at his charts, and he got close to me, and I had an issue with people getting close to me, so I was backing away from him, and he goes, do you know that you were here at the same time last year with these same issues? He said that to me, and I was like, I was? Really? The same thing? You sure
That's
it's nothing?
good.
He said, I'm just looking at you. There's nothing wrong with you.
Right.
But are you sure? Could you please do some tests? And he said, there is. Then he says, tell me about your day at work. What is your typical day at work?
Right.
And I told him, I started boo-hooing. I'm just like, but he goes, you're stressed. You need some time off from that job. But he didn't understand. I was a single parent. I was taking care of my baby. What do you mean take some time off? Oh, I got wise. I got wise real quick. Took me some years, guys. I'm going to tell you how long. But it took me some years to really say that God is my source, not this job.
Yes.
I need to live. And
Right.
working here, making these people richer while I am having all of these
Right.
issues. I mean, I had all these kind of imbalances. It was just awful. And I'm just like, this is not worth it. Guys, I'm handing you in my 2-week notice. Actually, I gave them a month. And I'm out of here.
Right.
They didn't. They knew this day was coming because when I first got hired there, I told them this is my goals and everything. They knew the day was coming, but when the day came, it was like, no. I'm like, yeah, it's time.
Okay.
It's truly time. It's truly time. And I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. That was one of the best decisions that my husband and I could have made. We were scared because we was like, hey, every month those some nice checks coming up and bonuses, monthly
Yes.
bonuses.
Yes.
Oh. Wow. But guess what? I am stress
But now you got a daily bonus.
Yes.
Because you
Yes.
go home to Butch and he gets the best
Yes.
of you.
Yes.
He doesn't get the
He gets
last
best of- not only the
drop.
leftovers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, Whew, it's been 3 years, and I'm just like, thank you, Lord. So stress can play a part in other problems such as we talk headaches, diabetes, skin conditions, asthma, arthritis. Oh, I see you're shaking over there. Depression, anxiety. I know about anxiety. The Occupational Safety Health Administration, or OSHA, declared stress a hazard of the workplace.
How about that?
Stress costs American industry more than $300 billion annually because they're tired, they're stressed out, they don't know what's happening. I got this headache, I'm feeling all this stress in my neck. You know why? Because it's the tension is stress. I mean, my stomach aches. I don't understand. It's stress.
They don't attribute it to stress.
Right.
And they'll ignore it because they think,
and I did. I ignored it.
It must have been that Chinese food.
Yeah,
that's right.
Absolutely. And I did the same thing. That's just what I said. Guys, I'm telling you, the lifetime prevalence of an emotional disorder is more than 50%, often due to chronic, untreated stress.
But you know what, Dion, sometimes, like you said, you know, my headaches, my stomach, I got this pain. It could come in any kind of manner. Mental health stress, physical health stress, financial health stress can cause those
That sounds like the segments we do.
Yes, it is.
Hello.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And here we go. And that's why we're here.
That's why, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's why we're here.
Deliverance, people. Deliverance. Yes, it is. All right. So listen to this, guys. Oh, we got time. All right. So are you feeling stressed out? If so, you are not alone. So here's a quiz. Let's put this up on the board. Quiz time. Let's assess your stress levels. All right. So you can, guys, take a picture. If you're looking on your phone or your iPad, you can take a picture of it because this is going to move by fastly. So what you can do is fastly. Is that a word? It's going to move by quickly.
Your word.
Start by circling all of the items that apply to you. All right. I'm not going to read all of them. You have 1 through 5. So one thing I saw up here that was mine when I'm feeling stressed is number 2. I feel less and less patient and or sympathetic when listening to other people's problems.
No, you didn't
my
say that.
gosh, I'm telling you.
Coach D said that.
Didn't I say I was being transparent? I'm being real. I'm telling you. It's like when I'm stressed out and I know I got these assignments done, you're going to see the next section. When I have these assignments done that I did not get done because I kept putting them off. And then when people say, hey, I got it. And I'm looking like, I'm saying in my brain, this was supposed to have been done like 10 hours ago. Yes. Oh, okay, good. You're feeling what? Oh, and I'm really in my brain like, please hurry up because I got. Yeah, I'm being honest. Number 2 was all right. And then 2, number 1, finding myself less eager to go. No, not that. No, I'm sorry, that wasn't me. Find myself eager to go back to work or resume my chores. No, I'm. Number 4, I try to get away from people. Number 4.
I can see you in
that. You, William?
Yeah, that's William.
I'm telling you, that's that was me. I'm telling you, I gotta get away. I gotta hurry up. Next screen, number 6. Now we go 6 through 12. All right. I'm falling further behind in many of the responsibilities in my life. Number 6,
that's me.
Not losing my sense of humor. I laugh.
No.
Even when I'm feeling, I just laugh.
I
like,
laugh
Daddy,
at myself.
It's like, Daddy, help me with this one. Only way I can get through this one is if you help me.
That's your quick one.
Woo!
This. So many years ago, I went out drinking too much.
Yep.
It was raining, and I'm speeding.
Yes.
And as I go around the curve, I realize that the car is not responding, and I know that I'm about to crash. I start laughing. I said, I can remember. I said, I'm not gonna make it.
Yes.
Well, this you said I was going to go out happy if I was going to go out. Right?
Die with a smile on my face because who did this to me?
Right.
Nobody but me. Right?
Oh my gosh.
And at that moment, I said, I'm not gonna make it. And the car flipped and tumbled. And fortunately, I walked away from it. You know, I only got one little scratch climbing out of the car. I cut my hand, but you know. It just shows you he keeps us even through the stupidity.
Thank you, Lord.
The stupidity.
Man, God, I need to write a book on the stupidity that God delivered me from. All right, so read through those, and then you're going to add up the numbers and see what if you probably stressed out, possibly stressed out, beginning to stress out, or more exhausted. I think I'm more exhausted. So I had about 3. So I think I was more exhausted than stressed out. So just exhausted. You know, my husband's always telling me, come on here, sit down. No, but honey, but I got this I have to do. Those things can wait. Come on, sit down. And I listen. You know, sometimes I try to fight them, but I listen. All right, babe, come on, I'm going to sit down. All right, so this next section. Whew. What causes stress? You see in parentheses, what does it say? Transparency time. Help me, Jesus.
Okay. Here we go.
I read this, and guys, I had to put my name there. So if you're anything like me, put your name there, okay? Stress develops when Dion has more pressure on her than she is able to handle. By itself, stress is not necessarily bad or harmful. In fact, some stress may be necessary to help get Dion motivated and mobilized.
Yes.
All right? It's when stress turns into distress that Dion begins to really suffer. Distress occurs when Dion shifts from focusing on a goal in her life to the goal of alleviating the distress in any way she can, regardless of the negative consequences it might cause. Meaning, for me, it's staying up late because I got to get all this stuff done, half doing the stuff, and then got to go back and redo the stuff. But for me, it's just staying up late and late and late.
Yes.
I mean, 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing I got to be up at least by 5 to get out of the house by 7. So that's the thing that I'm doing that I know. Am I touching you?
Now wait, because my
Why is it ringing too?
My wife.
Your wife said you
No.
need to ring the bell too.
That's
So
why.
here you go.
That's why you don't bring guests to the studio. But let me say this. I'm going to help you out here.
So you need to put your name in. So you need to say William.
No, here's what we need to understand, though, because what we need to understand is that we have to know what our biological clock is.
Yes.
For some
listen,
of us,
if we do it on a regular basis,
well, let me
I'm
say,
saying.
wait, let me finish.
I had to put that in
Here's
there.
the thought, because for some of us, 2-3 o'clock in the morning may be our best creative time.
It is.
And if that's the case,
It
then
is.
we have to be in a situation work-wise where we don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely.
See, that's where
That's
I'm
it.
going.
Oh, I like that.
See?
But
That's
Dion
it.
is also saying Dion will get up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the
Yes.
morning and continue to go
Yes.
until 3 o'clock in
Yes.
the morning, only giving you 2
Yes,
hours of
absolutely.
sleep.
So
Okay.
I got my little Fitbit, and it tells me how long I've been sleeping, and it's accurate, guys, because my husband tells me I was tossing, turning, and stuff like that because I'm thinking I got this I need to get. So, but I know God gives me rest. I just got to put it over to Him. Sometimes we still carry those things. We want to do it ourselves. So this is what I'm being delivered from, guys. Okay. So again, distress occurs when
Somebody
Dion shifts
snitching
from
on you.
focusing on a goal in her life to the goal of alleviating the distress in any way she can, regardless of the negative consequences it may cause.
Right.
Rather than proactively preventing problems, she, talking Dion, you put your own name there, begins to react to the circumstances around her. Don't want to listen to people because I just got too much I need to get done.
Right.
All right, turn the page. Oh, here it is. While such reactions help her feel better for the moment, they don't improve her life in the long run.
Right.
For instance, she may procrastinate. I got that in bold because it's
In other words,
Tracy
she
understands
does
this.
I do.
procrastinate.
she may procrastinate doing something because doing something because she believes she'll be able to handle it next week. So I'm confessing to you, Tracy.
knew it was
We're
coming.
supposed to have our program segment in by Wednesday prior to the Sunday show.
Amen.
But because Dion says, I can get that because I know about the 12,
Right, you got it in
steps.
my head.
It's in my head. It's easy. I can just put it down on the paper like this. Again, when did I send it to you, Tracy? What time was it?
It was like
Today.
3 a.m.
Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that.
I stayed up Friday night.
Yeah.
My husband said, I'm
okay.
going to bed. I said, see you, because I was...
And did you see how happy I was to be able to say, I have next month's show done
Yes,
already?
done. And when I heard you say that...
And do you know the stress that you all put me under trying to do it at the last minute?
Because I added so much meat to today's show, it gave you...
A benefit. Yes, a benefit.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's why that was in bold, because I was like, this is right. Oh, look at this. This is all Tracy's probably, I tell
love
you.
it.
So yes, but the more she procrastinates, the more difficult it is to eventually do what she was putting off. You know,
Right.
people
It
always say,
is.
why put
It
off for
is.
tomorrow what you can do for
Do
today.
today.
I kept saying, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow turned into Friday evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
At
Yes.
9 p.m. I was like, I can knock this out. I looked up, it was 3 a.m.
And mind you, 3 a.m. Friday or Saturday morning, now cuts into my weekend time.
Yes,
And so
see?
it's on me.
Yes. See, look at that. To make matters worse, the more she falls behind, the more she lowers her confidence and other people's confidence in her. Your word is your bond.
Yes,
Because
it
you said
is.
you're going to get this done, and then now I'm beating myself up like, I told Tracy, and I know, see, I knew.
Which
but
causes more stress.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I was sitting there like, but you know what? It's interesting. That night when I was up doing it, I felt I was being delivered as I was typing up this message. And I didn't feel like my stressful self when I'm trying to get things done that needed to be done. Because I was just like, Lord, I'm not doing this again. This is
Right.
the last that you're going to see me putting off things that I know I had to get done.
Right.
So this was like, it was like, I felt inspired. Like, I'm going to get this done. This is going to be the last time I'm doing this. Tracy, I'm not going to let you down again. I was literally saying these things out loud so my ear can hear it.
Right.
And putting it in the atmosphere.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Saying whatever you are in here, no, it's done. So as their respecter sing for her falls, she too does her self-respect and self-esteem. So I was really feeling bad. So I'll just let you know that I was like, I'm gonna be redeemed though.
Okay.
I gotta come strong.
Okay.
All right. So guys, know, yes, that was all the story about me. All right, next slide, because our time.
Ooh,
this
we're
is-
running. We got 2 minutes.
Yes, our stress becomes distress. It's like trying to stop a 747 taxing down the runway. All right, so the next time this happens, Dion will resist the temptation to beat up on herself, but instead she will pray. Then follow these 12 steps. These are the scriptures, guys. Please read those scriptures. They're important. But I want to get to those steps, those positive, the 12 ways of beating stress. 1, flip the screen. Focus on the positive. Sometimes you have no control over your sources of stress in your life, but you can control the way you react.
There's a bright side somewhere.
Yes.
Yes.
Instead of worrying about those things that can't be changed, be optimistic about it. And then I give you the scripture, Philippians 4:8. Please go back and read it. 2, talk it out. Talk it out. Get a trusted friend that can help you sort out your feelings and get a new perspective.
Next
Next
slide.
screen, please. Next slide. So you can get a new perspective. Talk to someone. Don't just keep it bottled in. I used to keep it bottled in, not talk to anyone, but I had to. So next one, please. 3, make a to-do list. Make that list. Go on to 4. Make time for yourself every day.
Yes.
Every day. In
Yes.
his presence. Get in his presence. 5, try deep breathing.
Yes.
You got try breathing helps. Wish we could do the exercise. 6, try your muscle relaxation. Try it. 7, get enough sleep.
Okay.
8, take regular breaks. You need to take time out for yourself. 9, get regular exercise, guys.
Okay.
All right. 10, laugh.
Yes. We'll do a lot of that.
Just laugh. 11, eat a healthy diet. I'm telling you how you're going to feel good. Eat a healthy diet. And 12, ask for help when you need it.
Okay.
Ask for help.
That's
So
good
in
stuff.
a nutshell, guys, just see the positive in each situation. Know that you're living life and that things are going to happen. Some things that you can control, other things that you cannot. Just take it in stride.
All right. Okay. That was our physical health. Woo! Took the breath out of
Take
me.
my breath away.
Okay. But you know what? We are out of time. We never have enough time.
Never.
But
Never,
we're
never.
going to be back next week with social health. William said he's ready.
No,
and
that's
so
not me next week. Next week is the 5th Sunday. I'm on the first
Oh,
Sunday.
that's right. We have a
Next Sunday.
yes. We have another co-host that we're going to introduce you to. So you got to tune in to us next week, and in between that time, be
Yes.
safe,
Safe,
be
be
smart,
smart,
be
be
healthy.
healthy.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, I wear my clothes like this because I can. And I wear my hair like this because I can. And I walk around like this because I can. And I do my thing like this because it's who I am. And if you're expecting me to give you an apology for being nothing that you're used to, to the beat of a drummer you don't hear and you can't see. So if I look offbeat to you, well, the problem must be you, not me. Irregular and never irrelevant.